Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I am Ratna Yunita Widyastuti and my partner Farida Nur Handayani. In this video, we want to share our understanding about clouds. So now please listen into our explanation. Definition: a clause is a group of words that contains a subject and predicate and functioning as a member of a sentence. A clause is the smallest grammatical unit that consists minimally a subject and a predicate that can or cannot express a complete. There are two kinds of clauses. That is main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause or independent clause is a clause that makes sense on its own and can also exist in a sentence on its own. Independent clause adalah klausa yang memiliki maknanya tersendiri dan dapat menjadi kalimat sendiri. Sebuah kalimat dapat hanya terdiri dari satu independent clause. Subordinate clause or dependent clause: a clause that does not make sense on its own and cannot be a sentence on its own. Dependent clause adalah klausa yang tidak memiliki makna jika berdiri sendiri dan tidak bisa menjadi kalimat sendiri. Jadi dia harus digabung dengan independent clause. In a complex sentence, at least consists of one main clause and one subordinate clause. For example, he believed that the earth is round. He believed is a main clause, and that the earth is round is a subordinate clause. Clause, there is two types, main clause and subordinate clause. And subordinate clause has three types, that is noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. Noun clause. A noun clause is a clause that contains a finite verb, a form that shows the integrated relation between tense and subject of a verb, and functioning like a noun within a sentence. Common types of noun clause in English may include noun clause with that, I believe that everything happens for a reason, and noun clause with if or whether, I don't know if my is at home. Noun clause with WH words, I want to know what makes you smile. A noun clause has its own subject and predicate in a sentence. I know where he lives. For instance, he is the subject of the noun clause and lives is the predicate and verb category of the noun clause. I know where he lives. I is the subject of the sentence. Know is the predicate of the sentence. Where he lives is the object of the sentence. And he is the subject of the noun clause and lives is the predicate of the noun clause. Adjective clause. An adjective clause, also called relative clause, is a clause that modifies a noun. It describes or gives information about a noun. An adjective clause usually begins with a relative pronoun, who, whom, that, which, and whose, or a relative adverb, where and when. There are two basic types of adjective clauses, that is, non-restrictive or non-essential adjective clause and restrictive or essential adjective clause. Adjective clause types. There is non-restrictive or non-essential adjective clause. That is clause that simply give extra information about the noun. The example is, my older brother car, which he bought 2 years ago, has already needed many repairs. Which he bought 2 years ago is give more information about my older brother's car. Second is restrictive or essential adjective clause. The clause that offers essential information and is needed to complete the sentence thought. The room that you reserved for the meeting is not ready. Jika di dalam kalimat tidak ada that you reserved for the meeting, the room ini masih sangat umum, jadi adjective clause ini sangat diperlukan untuk melengkapi kalimat. Adjective clause examples. The beautiful lady who sits next to you is friendly. The river that flows through town is polluted. The book which I bought were expensive. The winners, whose names are posted on the bulletin board, will receive round-trip airfare to Mexico City. I remember the day when we met first time. Adverb clause. An adverb clause functions like an adverb in giving information about the reason, manner, time, place, concession, condition, or purpose of an action that occur. Adverb phrase. Adverb clause berfungsi seperti kata keterangan dalam memberikan informasi tentang alasan, cara, keterikatan, konsesi, tempat, kondisi, atau tujuan dari suatu tindakan yang terjadi. The adverb or adverbial clause modify verbs, but they modify whole clauses. Jadi, adverb clause memodifikasi kata kerja, tetapi mereka juga memodifikasi seluruh klausa. There are some examples of adverb clause. Since it's just me, I will eat it tonight. It is adverb clause of time. The key word is since. He had us if we were starving for months. I did this work because this work is part of my educational project. Put it where we can see it. Unless you study hard, you will fall in this exam. We need to sleep so that we may live healthy, and etc. Okay, I think it's enough from us. Begging your pardon. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And thank you.